Yo, 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 how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Good to see everybody. Big up to ManDem in the building. Chrissy Bolt is in the house. Big up to ManDem. We are here. What ManDem saying? Episode 48, I believe. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. First of all, is it episode 48 or 49? Let me make sure. Yes, 48. Big up to ManDem in the building. Thank you so much. Please hit the like button, share, subscribe, and like. We are here. We're going to talk about the Derby today. We're going to talk about transfers. We're going to talk about everything else. There was some, I believe there was some games yesterday. Arsenal played, Man U played. So we would talk all about that. It's not all about LFC, which you guys know that this channel, we support LFC. But big up to ManDem, those who are not LFC fans who are in the building. Thank you for joining us. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Please share. Algorithm. Oh, let me get this seat properly. Big up. Let's go, man. Let's go straight to the point. Thank you for joining us again. We're going to talk about the Merseyside Derby right now. LFC versus Everton at Anfield is going to be cracking. Last time we were there, it didn't go as well as we wanted. We were winning. In the last minute, they scored a goal. I mean, we can say also that goal was what? A foul. There was a lot of inconsistency in the referees. I believe there was at least 8 calls that were very, very, very questionable. But that was then. Now, this is now. We're going to see what going. You know what I mean? Arsenal won yesterday, so we got to keep the gap. We got to still keep up the gap. A lot of people think that this is a foregone conclusion, but you have to take care of business first. You can't assume that the league is over and Liverpool is going to win it. Anything can happen. This is the EPL. So we have to make sure that we take care of business. Listening to Onslaught, it seems like most of the lineup are back, with the exception of, I think, there was Trent that was training. I mean, he's in the camp training with the guys. There's Gomez, who started running. Bradley is also back. Who else was injured? Before we left? Well, during the international break, we know that Allison had a concussion, so he had to come back early. Gravenberg had to come back early because there was a knock, I believe. So, but looking at things going right now, it seems like everybody, it's gonna be fit. But we shall see. These guys, they've been back for a couple of days, so we don't know who is fully fit. Sometimes they are fit, and then when the game start or the match is about to start, they tell us that, they were not ready. So, I mean, I don't know why we had that international break. Personally, I think they should have just had a break. I think the players needed a break. I don't know why they had this international break did not make sense. They could have had this break in June. I mean, sorry. They could have this international matches in June, right after the season. If you had a week off for the players, at least they'd have a break where every league stops. You cannot have a break and then have the players in Dubai playing a match, or have them in in Singapore playing because the club is trying to make some extra cash. If you want to do that, use the under 15, use under 21s. Don't use the first team squad. But I think this international break was pointless. Yes, it was the World Cup qualifier. However, they could have just had the break, finish the season a week sooner, and then those who can go to international break can go for camp. I've always said the month of June should be designated as international break, international month, where the season is done quicker. Especially imagine if they've taken all the international breaks out. The season would have been done early May, or some people even in April. That would have given them ample time for the players to play, go to camp, rest, or rest before they go to camp. Yes, you're trying to keep them fit, but they can get a week or two off and then go to camp. You could spend at least almost 2 weeks in May in camp, and then in June, have them play all the matches that they need to play. And guess what? They can go back into a break before the season starts in mid-July. Oh, I know the season starts. The what do you call it? Not a season, but I went up. But they go back to camp for their club because the season will start in August. So they can have a long rest before they go back to camp with their clubs, and then season starts in August. You could even have the season start in September. So that gives those guys time to rest and more time for preparation for the clubs. It just makes sense. Otherwise, these players will just keep getting injuries. How many players got injured during the international break? There's a lot of injuries that make no sense. But anyway, we are back to Merseyside Derby. Let's talk about the Mersey. We're going to be playing Everton, which they're going to try to make it hard for us, guys. This match is so important. We got 5 matches that are basically season defining. Winning the next 5 matches, trophies ours. And those matches are today's match, Fulham, I think Southampton. No, before Southampton is West Ham, and we play at Anfield. So we go into Fulham. We played at Anfield. Are we going to Southampton? Yeah, we're going to Southampton. And then we are back against Tottenham. 5-5, very, very important. Now, it may turn into 4 or 3, depending on how Arsenal perform in the next 5 games also, because after Tottenham, we have Chelsea and Arsenal. So the season we could actually win the season by the time we play Tottenham. And then when we play Chelsea and Arsenal, it's just a guard of honor. And how beautiful would it be if we have Arsenal give us a guard of honor? That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So I want us to win today. I don't care about 2-0, 3-0, 5-0. Yes, we need to revenge that scoreline against Everton the last time we met. So today it has to be important. Now, with Liverpool, it has always been like that, even under Klopp. After international break, we don't usually play well. So this game, I'm not going to be solely focused on the performances. I'm solely focused on consistency. Yes, you can play well, and you cannot play well and win, right? You can have a bad day at the office, but you can still win. But today, I'm looking for the tactics for the manager, trying not to play sexy football. I'm looking more for efficiencies, right? The manager has to set him up in a way where we won't be too easy to get at. Because recently, it looks like we are very, very too easy to get at. I don't know whether it's the midfield is out of sort or we don't. I'm sure. I know exactly what it is. We don't protect the ball well. I apologize, people. We do not protect the ball well. And the fact that we don't protect the ball well always causes us a lot of problem, right? We will pass the ball well in the defense, in the midfield. Then when we get to the final third, we lose the ball. It's like literally simple pass. Like literally the guy is like 5 feet in front of the other person and he bad pass. And these are professionals that you'll be like, wait a minute, brother, you are one of the techiest players in the world, yet you cannot make an 8 feet pass. And it's always like that in the last 7 games. Our final third has been extreme. I mean, the whole season, it has been like that. Let's be honest. The season, it has been like that. But it has been on and off, on and off. But in the last 7 games, it has been consistently bad final third. We cannot give a string of 3 or 4 passes together just to control the match. This match, we need to control the match. We're not here to have this derby and tackles flying and trying to play the what they call it, the occasion. We're not here to play the occasion. We have better fish to do. If they want to play the occasion, let them play the occasion. We don't need to play the occasion. We just need to focus on the mission at hand, and this is getting the 3 points, right? Getting the 3 points. We do not need to play the occasion. Big up to Abdul Aziz Hag. Good to see you, brother. Big up. Yes, man, it's been a while. We took a little hiatus. Now we back. We back. We are here for the trophy, man. We got to lift the trophy. So we are back for the trophy. You know what I mean? I hope you're doing well. You and fam are doing well. Big up yourself, man. Thank you so much for being in the building. Please hit the like button. So yeah, that's what I'm saying though. We need to focus on getting the mission. What's the mission? Get 3 points. We don't need to play the occasion. They need the occasion for us. I mean, they need the occasion more than we do. Right? It's a bragging right for them. Playing us is a cup final for them. We have a bigger fish to fry. And that's where Liverpool and Liverpool fans need to start getting their mind into. It's nice and, to play derbies and have these high, intense matches. But people, gone are the days, man. We can't be playing these high-flying tackles and, look at what Virgil did to this guy. No. Virgil needs to get 3 points. Clean sheet and 3 points. We do not have time to be playing high-flying tackles. We just need to win the match. Big up to K-Mac is in the building. K-Mac channel, please go subscribe to his channel if you haven't. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Yeah, man. So today's match, we just need to win the game. I don't care about the occasion. I don't care who we play. Personally, I think it's just another match that we need to win. We cannot draw points in this match. I don't care. People say, we could draw and win the rest. No. Yes, we need 6 points to win the league. But I don't need us to be getting the 1 point right now. If we win the next 5 games, now you could draw anytime you want. Even if you want to draw the last game of the season just to make things interesting, fine, do that. But right now, we need to win. Big up to the Irishman. Irishman football is in the building. Please, fam, go subscribe to the Irishman football. Big things going over there, man. Great content creators. Please subscribe. These are family to our channel, man. So please do the same for them as you do for us. Big up. Yeah, man. So I'm saying we need that 3 points. We can't have a draw today and everybody, you know how Liverpool fans we are. We draw or lose today, some gonna be like, it's okay. Oh shoot, we have a Guna in the building. Big up to Isaac. He's in the house. No, brother, don't think we forgot. That wallet is supposed to throw a barbecue for the rest of us when we win the league. So we're gonna collect. We are gonna collect. That's what the wager was, right? You said we were not gonna win the league. We said we were gonna win. Yes, get that wallet ready because I got a list of things I would like to buy for the trophy celebration. You know what I mean? I have to celebrate for my people. So big up yourself. Isaac is in the building. Is that it did take 2-1, but they are decent form, nothing to lose. Yep. They're playing well. You have to big up David Moyes, man. I always been telling people David Moyes is a genius, but nobody wanted to listen to me. He just happened to go to the wrong team. And now he comes home and look what he's done for Everton. Everton was basically about to get relegated. And the recent report also saying that they lost 53 million. So that means they're going to be fighting for the PSR, FFP kind of thing. Yeah, so they're probably going to get them points deducted. So either this season or the next. So he has done very well for them. So we have to be very, very, very careful on how we play them. K-Max said, winning our home games wins us the league. Facts. And it's a home game. We can't drop home game. We cannot drop home game. And even the away games is, okay, who? Fulham, we should beat Fulham away. Southampton, we should beat Southampton away. The next three, this game plus the next two home games, we have no excuse. Unbeaten since Moyes went back 9 games, I think. Yeah, man, he's doing very well over there. One thing about David Moyes is his football is not pleasing to the eye, but it's very simplistic, right? And it goes straight to the point. You don't need to do something that you are not good at. That's basically what David Moyes' football is. And look what he did with West Ham, won them a European Cup. So, yeah, and he's doing very well over there. Yes, sir, yourself. Big up. Yeah, so for me, 3 points is a must. You get 3 points, you break Arsenal's heart. I mean, they're excited, Starboy is back. They're feeling themselves. He scores a goal. You know what I mean? They're doing well. Good for them. But right now, they need to be focusing on that team from Madrid. That's what we need to make them focus on that. Right now, I can say at least 25% of their mindset is focusing on that team in Madrid. Because in their mind, they believe that if they beat Madrid, they can win the Champions League. So we need to help them to focus on that. Hence the reason why we need to start winning all our home games. What Irishman is saying, K-Mike said, first time since Forest we have failed to score at home against PSG. Let's get back to it, man. That game was, man, it was depressing, man. Like I said in my Sunday episode, I said the last 2 games, actually, I blame Slot. He should have figured it out. From the first match that we played against PSG and realized that something ain't right. Then you go back and play PSG and you play the same way in the first half. Second half, you should have changed it. And he did not. In the extra time, you should have changed it. He did not. And we got beat. So why we don't play pretty football and we played exactly how we played Man City at Etihad? If I believe in the second match at Anfield, if we had played the same way we played against City at Etihad, we beat PSG. Probably it goes boring 0-0. Hey, guess what? 1 goal, we move on. Newcastle, same thing. Your players, meaning LFC, our players, you could see that they leggy. Excuse me. You could see that they're leggy. They cannot move the way they want to move. You could see there was some fatigue. It wasn't just mental fatigue. You could see it was physical fatigue. The manager should have kept it simple and say, okay, just control the match. Just control the match. Control the ball. Keep the ball as long as you can. Do not lose the ball. But we try to go high energy with them, and guess what? They've played less games than we have, and they just run through us. Counterattacks. And that's the thing where Liverpool, when we don't have energy, our defense is off. Everybody is like all over the place. So basically, that's what happened. And I'm hope that this time around, in the next 9 games that we have left, the manager has learned his lesson, and it's not going to happen again. So personally, this is the lineup I think that the manager should go with, right? I think he needs to stop trying to be too play favoritism with certain players. Certain players are right now off right now. Some of them, it wasn't their fault. It was because injuries caused them to be off, right? Hence Gakpo. Gakpo was on a high trajectory until that injury, and that injury set him back. So he needs more game time, but the game time needs to come off the bench. Personally, I think Chiesa needs to start. Chiesa needs game start, and he is a player that you could tell when he plays, he's doing his best to play. The problem is he also hasn't played enough matches. He hasn't started enough, actually. The only games that I remember him starting is Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. And he hasn't, gotten good game time since. So I believe that we need to get him going. We got 9 games, and I don't think he's a player that we're going to be selling. So personally, I think the manager needs to, whatever the manager has against this player, he needs to set it aside and win us this league by starting to play Chiesa, because Chiesa right now is the X factor. Nobody knows how he plays in the league. He hasn't played enough games for people to figure him out yet. Defenders don't know how he moves, right? There's no scouting report on Chiesa because the man has not even played any game, let's be honest, right? Whether it's because of fitness, injuries, or whatever it is, match fitness or whatever it is, Chiesa has not played enough games. I think Chiesa needs to start. This is my lineup, right? Alisson, I believe Alisson is fit now, so I will start Alisson. If not, we know that Kelleher will do a great job. So this is my lineup. On the right side, Trent and Bradley are not fully fit yet. They are not. I will bring them off the bench depending on who is the most fittest. But I will start Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa has not done bad when he starts or he comes off the bench and play as a right back. I will give Kwanzaa a shout because I think that he will do a good job. The good thing about Kwanzaa is he will not get beaten. He's not going to be flying down the wings like how Bradley and Trent does, especially because how Trent does. So getting him in there will show us the defensive part of the game. Konate will not have to worry too much about his right side because he knows Kwanzaa is defensively sound. If we need a winger who needs to be, a fullback who needs to help on the other side, then we got Robo can do that, right? Robo can do that. We can even shift Gravenberg and McAllister so that Gravenberg can help out a little bit with Robo because of how Chiesa is going to play. I'm pretty sure Chiesa is not going to be able to run back and forth like Gakpo or Diaz does on the left side. So maybe I will shift Gravenberg. Yes, this is how I would do it basically. I would shift Gravenberg on the left side so that he would do basically what people used to say Henderson used to do to support Trent, right? Gravenberg is a very good defensively. Very, very, very good defense. Now, if Gravenberg is still not fit, then you start Endo. Endo has been the guy who always finish hard for us. So he also needs some game time. He's those type of players that you need right now because they will sacrifice for you. They're not here to be pretty. Bigger, 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 bigger. We got Juve. Juve Corners Cast is in the building. Please check him out. When you need anything Serie A, especially Juve, go to the channel. He is a big family supporter. Thank you, thank you. Big up yourself, brother. Good to see you. Gakpo Diaz Salah. Front, please. Jota and Nunes should be looking for new clubs, right? brother. Irishman. Let's wait till we win the league, and then we will talk about everybody who we have to say thank you for your service. But right now, we need them. We're gonna be crawling past this finish line. So let's just win this league first, and then we talk about those. But I get what you're saying. Bring Gakpo back so that he could get match fit. I will bring him back early as 60th minute because I know Chiesa is not going to be able to play past that. But we need Chiesa. Chiesa is the only player that we don't nobody has a scouting report for because they have it for when he was in Italy, but they don't have it now. Gakpo is not fully fit yet, but I will give him 30 minutes or 35 minutes this match. Chiesa against physical side is not good. We can get him off the bench. I see what you're saying. No, it makes sense. I'm not disagreeing with that. However, he is shifty. You see, this is the thing. He and Chiesa and Diaz is going to be shifting around. And you know Diaz likes to play it on the left side anyway. So those two guys are going to be shifting around. They are both ball control players, right? When they get the ball, they can – everything is going to make it ugly. It's going to be an ugly game. It's going to be physical, yes. But we need somebody who can control the ball in tight spaces. Hence the reason why I have those two. If you bring Gakpo, he has the speed, but what do you have? What does the speed does when you're going to go through a brick wall? They're not going to be giving you enough spaces for you to be running. So you need players who can do well in very, very tight places. Hence the reason why I'm starting Chiesa. I would have started Jota for this because we would need an outlet because they're going to be sitting back most of the game, right? We know that. Or even if you say Nunes, because Nunes can mess around with their center backs. But this is a team that is not going to be opening up. They're going to be sitting back and have us have most of the ball. So because of that, you need the players who have who can handle control the tight spaces, who are basically press resistant in the final third, not in the midfield. So that's why I'm starting Chiesa. That's Jota's job, but Jota is not fit right now. You know what I mean, people? That's what I'm saying. Big up Nalante's in the building. Thank you. Big up yourself, brother. What are you saying? Come on, GA, we will qualify for the World Cup. No, Ghana, we are World Cup. Ghana, we are back. I'm going to say Ghana is back. Ghana is back. That's all I'm going to say. We need what? 2 more wins and a draw, and then Ghana is making it all. We are there. Charlie, we are there. Ghana Jollof all the way. You see where the Nigerians are now. Ale's in the house. Bigger, Ale, bigger, man. Good to see you. Long time no see. Yeah, bigger, man. Appreciate you guys in the house, man. Thank you so much for coming in and rock with your boy. Appreciate it, man. It's been a while. Yes, sir. Big up to ManDem, man. The Black Stars are back, man. Man, it's been a long time. As a matter of fact, I'm happy that we didn't even go to AFCON this year because we would have embarrassed ourselves. Definitely, we would have embarrassed ourselves. And you know the crazy thing is, we got Comoros Island, we got Cape Verde. All those teams have been beating us left and right recently. But Ghana, now we are back. And Arsenal fans, you see how Partey is playing now? Partey needs a new contract. I did play Endo in place of Graf. I was thinking about that too. I was thinking about that. The reason why I haven't, um, yeah, we needed a reset, big time, big time. Um, the reason why I haven't, I think Endo is a closer. Endo is a closer when the game is tight because like Irishman saying he would take a 2-1. So that means it's going to be real tight for the whole 90 plus minutes. Then you bring Endo in. And you probably don't even bring me in for Gravenberg. You probably have to bring him in for McAllister, right? Remember, Gravenberg is a solid. His midfield has dipped a little bit, but defensively, he is very, very solid. He plays like he's a center back. So you will need him in there, especially his size. But then towards the last, 20, 15 minutes, you need a closer. All right, that's what I will bring Endo in. He said, don't forget about my country, Sudan. You guys have my favorite play. Let me tell you about your coach. He went to my high school, Mayele. That's what we used to call him. He was the former Ghana Black Star. He's like, to me, he's just like how Stephen G is for Liverpool. That's why he was. Kwesi Appiah. Oh man, that guy, class. I'm telling you, man. And look how well he's doing with Sudan right now. He beat, he's the reason why we didn't go to AFCON. They came in and beat the hell out of us just recently. Yeah, man. Your coach, he's a football man. He's literally a football man. Ghana should have, Appiah. He went to my high school in Ghana. He was the team captain in Ghana. Then he played for Asante Kotoko, and he was the captain there. He plays for Black Star. He was the captain there, just like Stephen G. Like, that's how I see him when they have so much resemblance. Yeah, man. And now Ghana did not treat him well personally. That's what I believe. And he will go to Sudan and he takes Sudan to the AFCON. And I think he might take him to the World Cup. He might take him to the World Cup. But that group is a little bit tough. So we will see. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Yes, sir. Yep. Kwesi Appiah. Fuzzy's in the building. Big up yourself, Fuzzy. How you doing? Long time no see, brother. We need to connect. We need to connect. I think you and I, we need an Irishman. We need to have a transfer for a transfer show for the summer, man. Because all of us have a different view of FSG and LFC on where we need to reset, right? So personally, okay, this is what I'm going to do. You guys see the lineup that we have, right? This is the lineup I think should play. He said he's our best coach so far in our history. I'm telling you, Ghana should have done him, treated him well. Ghana did not. And then, the funny thing is he was the captain for Black Star, and then they did a political move and took it away from him and gave it to Abedi Pele. Yeah, man. So Black Star, man, politics. But yeah, you guys got a good coach. Yeah, Fuzzy, yourself, me, and the Irishman, we all different point of view of FSG, different point of view of players that should stay or go. We should have a transfer show this coming summer. But right now, we all gonna support the team. We got 9 games to go. We need to support the team. After we lift the trophy, guess what? We can talk who we will cut and who we will keep. Big up to yourself, Irishman and Fuzzy World. Please subscribe to Fuzzy's channel. Big things happen over there all day, every day. Yes, sir. Let's do it, man. Let's find a day. You guys know I'm on the other side of the world, so we are always behind. But this is my lineup. Please let me know what you think. If I've already got some people who say they will start Endo. Some people say they will start Gakpo. But I think we all agree in majority of the players on here. So today, Liverpool needs 3 points. I'm expecting Slot to play um, to make sure that we do not falter again. We need simple games. We need simple play. We don't need to go gung ho like we started the season. Control the game. Our final third has to be very, very good. We can't do the way that we've been playing the last 7 games. That's has been our Achilles heel, where when we get to the final third, we messes up. Okay. So now let's move on to transfers. Enough of this. Let's have some fun talking about, since I was talking all that stuff. Let's see. I have my wish, right? This has been my wish for how long? All summer? I believe so. Let me get it. Let me show you people who. So when people start to speak, you can tell them that Kwesi and his sources. So this is my wish list. What's going on here? He said there was production. What's going on? Let's try again. Yes. Oh man, it's not working. It's not working. It's not working. But anyway, this is my wish. Musiala, Nico Williams, and Isak. Those are my 3 guys that I want Liverpool to get. Those are the 3 guys I want Liverpool to get. I think that we're gonna lose at least 2 players in the out of the 6, right? The front 6 that we have. I think 2 players are gonna be sold, or 2 players are gonna move on. I don't know who, but I'm just saying I believe 2 players from the 6 is gonna be moved on. So that means we have to bring new 2 players to cover them. My wish list is, let's try again. Let me try again. I don't know why it's not working. It was working yesterday. Ooh. Production. Like I said, Nico Williams, Isak, and Musiala. Now, Musiala contract, people think, okay, big news right now. I just got it from my sources. They say Liverpool will look to sign Real Sociedad Takufusa Kubo this summer if Mohamed Salah leaves. Yeah, right. Kubo is not coming to Liverpool. I don't know why they keep associate us with Kubo. They associate us with him at the beginning of the summer. And then again, this year, they're going to do it again. I don't think he is the direct replacement for Mo Salah. He does not give you enough goals. Is he a good player? He reminds me of Taki Minamino. Not Taki Minamino. I mean, what's Brighton's player? What's his name? Mitoma. He reminds me of Mitoma, but I don't think Kubo he's a Liverpool. Even if he comes in, he will be an impact player. He's not going to be a starter. Liverpool right now, the places that we going, we are looking for players who are ready to take over, especially if you're going to lose a player like Salah. If you're going to lose a player like Salah, you need somebody who is going to be giving you threat. That person does not have to give you the goals that Salah gives you, but he has to be somebody who is going to be a threat on that side. And that's why I feel like Nico Williams will be the guy, right? Nico Williams is not going to give you the goals for sure, but we can get him to give the assist, be a threat on the right side or even on the left side. And that's why we did Isak, because you get the goals from Isak, right? Isak playing is gonna, oh man, and the way Liverpool plays, the way Ancelot's system is, you bring Isak in it, we're gonna create a lot of chances. And it's not like he's the only one who's gonna score all the goals, because Liverpool has never been a one-man team. Because he is in the game, that will also give other players a lot of chances, opportunities to score. That's what makes Isak a player that Liverpool needs, right? If you have Isak and Salah in the same team, trust me, it's going to be hard for teams to double team them both. Because if you double team them both, that's 4 players that you are basically taking out of your team. Then the midfield can create and have great opportunities. The other attacker also will have opportunities, because guess what? 4 players are focusing on Isak and Salah. So definitely, Isak should be the priority for Liverpool. And yes, a lot of publications are saying that, and I believe that we are looking at him, and I believe that Isak will be coming to Liverpool. But yes, I agree with you. Kubo is not, I don't know why they keep associate Liverpool with Kubo, but Kubo is not, if he comes to Liverpool, he's just going to be on the bench. He'll be an impact player. I mean, if Chiesa is fit, Chiesa is a much better player than Kubo. I need somebody to argue otherwise, right? But I'm just saying, if Chiesa is fit, he's much better player than Kubo. So that's what I'm saying. I'll say it again. Last year I told people Kubo is not coming to Liverpool, and I'm saying again, he is not coming to Liverpool. If he does come to Liverpool, he's not. You do not let Salah go for free, and then you say, I'm going to replace him with Kubo. That does not even make no damn sense. Whoever came up with that is just trolling. You know how some of these guys also like to do that kind of stuff, or trying to troll Liverpool players, because they say, oh, Liverpool players don't have money. So they start to associate us with players that don't even know that they are not coming. So personally, I don't think he is a Liverpool player. But big up to ManDem. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Those who are gonna watch it later, please do comment. We appreciate you guys. Comment, we will always reply. Just make it respectful. But enough of Liverpool. Let's make fun of other clubs, man. Manchester United yesterday played against Nottingham Forest, and they forgot that Nottingham Forest is trying to win, to get a space in the Champions League. Nottingham Forest is trying to go to the Champions League, right? So Manchester United think that, they could just roll up in there and then beat them. And guess who beat them? Their former player. I mean, the game was over before it started. The thing is with Nottingham Forest too, they're starting to get a lot of injuries. I mean, 3 of their best players was injured. Wood did not even play. 2 players had to be substituted. I believe one of them was because of tactics, but one of them was the defender 9 was because of injury. So Enna, or whatever his name is, Enna, he has to be subbed off. So they got 8 more games to go, and they are in the FA Cup semifinals too. So should they go for the Champions League spot or win the FA Cup? I mean, winning the trophy would be a good thing for them. And personally, I think this is the part where people need to give respect to the English pyramid as a whole. Everybody's talking about, this football. Yes, let's be honest. The talent of football is not what it used to be. I agree with that. This has nothing to do with nostalgia, right? Mbappe, I don't think Mbappe is better than Henri when Henri was at his peak. If Henri was at his peak and he is playing football now, everybody will be saying he's the best player on the planet. But football in total, the level, the competition, let's just say this, the competition has not dropped off. It's highly competitive now, this generation of football, than what it was before. Again, I'm going to say it again. The talent, the pool of talent has dropped. Yes. The Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, right? All those type of players are not there anymore. The one player where everybody's like, who is this? Now we have, Lamar from Barcelona. Yes. We have Mbappe. Yes. We have Musiala. Yes. But see, back then, there was a lot of them, right? There was a lot of those type of players. And even these players that I have just mentioned don't compare to if we were to mention some names back in the day. But one thing that we cannot disrespect these athletes, this generation, is they are highly competitive. They are fitter. They are more consistent in terms of fitness than the other ones, right? In what world that Ronaldo gets to about 300 pounds and still killing the game? I don't think he will be able to play in this season when he got all those injuries and he gained all that weight. He would not be able to play this because these guys are fitter, faster. So we have to give them that respect. Everybody assumed that because the one team that dominates all the time, when they can't dominate anymore, that means football has fallen off. That's the part where I disagree with everybody who keeps saying, oh, the EPL is not good enough. The EPL is not good enough. Why is it not good enough? Because Liverpool is winning? Or is it because City has fallen off? Or because Liverpool is not playing well, but they're winning the league? It has nothing to do with that. The reason why Liverpool is winning the league is we have been consistent, more consistent than everybody else. I agree that we haven't been on our best for a long time, but yet we have been the most consistent. And it doesn't matter how good or how many great players you have. If you do not play, if you are not consistent, you're not going to win any league. That's the difference between a league and a cup. A cup, you don't have to be consistent. You just have to find a formula and then find a way to win. Liverpool was the most consistent team in the cup Champions League that days. And guess what happened to us? Right? Hey, Jim Star, bigger, man. Good to see you, man. I'm telling you, I had to take some time off. I went back to the homeland, Ghana, went and touched the soil. I had some people to see that I haven't seen in a while. So now we back. I hope you're doing well, brother. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Thank you for coming through. So personally, we need to stop saying that, just because Chelsea, Man United, and Arsenal are not still competing, so the rest of the league is not good enough. No, that's not to do with them. That's not to do with the rest of the league. You got Forest who got money. You got Brighton who got money. And not that they just have money, they also are run very well. These days, these clubs are properly run than the ones before. So you have teams that don't have no business to be where they at, and you got Aston Villa still fighting for top 4. Look at where Aston Villa is in the Champions League. They're going to be playing PSG. They're doing something that Liverpool could not do. That does not mean that the football has gone down. It's just they are playing better. It doesn't matter what the name of the football. People who disrespect Forest and Villa. Forest is the first team to win back-to-back Champions League. They have heritage, people. Villa has won a Champions League before City, before Chelsea. So is Forest. People need to get out of themselves and say, oh, well, this is football. Bro, in what league? Well, Until now, Germany, what's the name? A third tier just beat Bayern Leverkusen. That's what football is all about. It's not about the same big team winning over and over and over and over. It becomes boring. That's the definition of boring. Big up, Honesty. Good to see you. See that you are in the building, man. Good to see you. He says Salah has been spotted filming stuff with Liverpool jersey on. Fans immediately think that he will stay less. Hey, the same thing they did with Trent. Remember when Trent did the commercial and they said that was a bye-bye video during the January? Yeah. The man is making his commercials, man. He said, so Kwesi, jollof made in Ghana or jollof made by a Ghanaian in the state? Jollof made in Ghana. No context. See, you have to remember, it's not just the person who's making it, it's the ingredients that they're making it with. You know what I mean? The stuff that they're going to sprinkle in it. If you don't get the original ingredients, it doesn't taste the same. Right? It doesn't. So jollof made in Ghana is much, much better. Trust me. I testify because I know. I just found out. Big up yourself. Yes, sir. I say thanks, bro. Well, we have missed your takes. Too many Liverpool channels now. One is like collaborating with rivals and buying into the bro. Oh, I'm telling you, we gonna be talking about all of them. We got receipts. I just want to win this trophy so I can get out of all the people. You're gonna be seeing me in those spaces where I'm gonna be going after everybody who says something foolish, because I've seen some foolishness out there. Like everybody's trying to be buddy with people. Yeah, I don't say don't do shows with rival fans. You need to debate, but if you're gonna debate, make sure you don't sell out. You know what I mean? And what do you mean by sell out? Just don't say things that is popular. Don't just say things because everybody agrees with you. Say the right thing. Like I used to say, it's easy to say. It used to be the buzzword. Oh yeah, Trent can defend, but he's good going forward. That's BS. That is BS. That's the BS that's been plaguing Trent. The BS that has got into Trent's mind that, oh, I don't have to play defense. I just have to go forward. That guy can play defense. You've seen him when he chooses to play. So, yeah, man, I've seen it. I was watching all of them. Trust me. He said, with Liverpool, it's always something the Prem you want. With the COVID Prem, this one is because the Prem is dead food, and this coming from also our own fans. Exactly. That's what I said earlier, saying, yes, I agree that if we go player to player from the old generation wins. But I guarantee you that some of the old generation can play consistently how well these players are playing right now, because they are more fitter and faster than the old generation. You telling me R9 was almost 300 pounds and he was killing them back then. Do you think with that kind of weight he can play with these players now? How fit and how fast these players are? The thing is, certain people have in their mind that if football is not doing how they like it, that means football is dead. How does it make sense that City can win every single season and you say, oh, the league is doing well? Or Manchester United used to dominate the league every single year with only no team to compete with them, and say, oh, well, when Man U and Arsenal were playing, the competition. What kind of nonsense is that? Do people understand what competition is? Google definition of competition, and it will tell you what competition is. Sometimes, yes, you have a team that is just better than everybody else, and they will compete and outright beat everybody. For instance, I'll use athletics as an example. There was a 4-year period that nobody can touch Usain Bolt. That's just an anomaly where you like, that's what it is. But the running pack were also very fast. But because guess what? The gap slowly started creeping in. Did it mean that the running was not good as it used to be? The 100 meters was not good as it used to be? No. He said it's all about 100-pound DMs now. Everybody thinks that you just have to spend money, right? As long as you spend 100 million, then you, brother. Yeah, it's foolish for me. It's foolish for me. He said Gabriel Magalhaes looks like he will miss both Madrid games and even to Timber injury. Don't look that bad. You never know. Yeah, man. Arsenal played game yesterday. They had some big injuries. That's what I was saying. This international break was pointless. It was pointless. Personally, again, I would have said it should have been a break where FIFA said no football for everybody and let the players rest. There were too many injuries during the international break. Absolutely. Like you said, you got to make sure you don't sell out. Lots of these LFC channels, man, are bringing down our season with sellout clauses. Haha, cook. Bro, because some of these content creators like to be liked, right? It's not about the likes. They want everybody to like them. So they agree with what everybody says. They go to rival channels and agree with. If you're going to go there and agree with them, then why are you even going there in the first place? Why are you even supporting us? What language do you speak back in Ghana? Twi. Twi is the most spoken language in Ghana. If you know, it derives from the Ashanti people, Ashanti tribe. It's spoken at least 85 people in Ghana speak Twi. Even though English it is the most, right? Because we all go to school. Ghana is an Anglophone country, sorry. But in terms of the local dialect, Twi is. But the language that is spoken the most is English. He said Trent is Madrid player now. He can go and not definitely. Yeah, let him go. If he's going to go, man. Trent, thank you for everything you've done for us. We shall see you in the Champions League. That's it. Bye-bye. I'm always LFC. I'm not a player FC. You know what I mean? If the players say I love LFC, sign on the dotted line. Sign on the dotted line. Off topic, it's true there's like a place in Ghana that tells about slave. Apparently, the slaves were underground and they built a church on top of it, stuff like, yeah. Well, we have the point of no return. We have those castles, right? There's one called the Edina Castle, where most people frequent. All the people who travel, the tourists that travel goes there a lot. Is in Cape Coast. Very nice castle. The history out there is powerful, man. A lot of people broke down when they go through those tunnels. Yeah, it hits you. When they tell that we are made of spirit, you will feel it. These are things that have happened years and years ago, and still you could feel something out there. I've never been there yet, but there's another one. When I was in Kumasi, I remember long time ago. Off topic, people. We have a fort, a small fort, like it's built like a little tiny castle, but that's where they used to, put some of the slaves in there. And me and my cousin went there one time, man. When we got out, man, we looked like somebody has taken our soul out. And you feel it. Like, I remember they had this tiny door and the tiny room, and they say, go in there, and they will close the door. Brother, it is so dark in there that when the guy closed the door, we were banging. We're like, hey, open the door. Man, we almost cried. But yeah, those things are very humbling. I think that it's a place that you should visit. It doesn't matter whether you're black, red, blue, or green. It's just you. If you want to learn history, if you are human and you want to learn human history, those are places where you need to visit because it humbles you, it teaches you, and it makes you better. That's what I believe. Question. Everyone was hyped when Edwards came back, and if I'm not mistaken, he's the CEO, so he runs the club. But now that we are here with the contract, no one is criticizing Edward. Yeah, they're criticizing Hughes. This is the thing with the contract, right? Liverpool has basically made it clear that they don't care about money. They do not care about money. FSG that everybody says is cheap, they didn't care about money because they should have sold these players in January. They should have sold them. The little money you make back will help a lot if you are cheap like FSG. The little money that we could have made off Trent, Salah, and Virgil would have helped for the summer transfer. But they didn't care. They were more wanted to win the league more than selling those players. So it tells me that Edwards, who started the first club era Liverpool, has something under his sleeves. They have a new plan where they want Liverpool to go starting this summer, and we shall see where it goes. I mean, rumors are that Salah's, there might be a little breakthrough, nothing concrete yet, but they think that there might be a breakthrough with Salah. Personally, I think Virgil is the one that I can see that we will see his contract. He will stay. But Edwards don't care if you criticize him or not. They have a plan, and their plan is not a fans' plan. The fans want spend money, buy these players, do this, do whatever the players want, just like Barcelona did, just like Chelsea did, just like Man City used to do back in the day. And then that tells them that, oh, our owners have ambition. No. First of all, you have to have a plan. These days, football are gone. And I will tell you, for my people in there, if you having a conversation with somebody who say FSG out or even FSG in, and you ask them, do you know how football operation is? And they can tell you, you should not have a debate with that person because they are still stuck in the old days. Exactly the same thing that I was talking about, people who said, who wants to diminish the league because their favorite team or their so-called favorite rival team is not as good as they used to be. So that means the rest of the league is shit. You can't have a debate with people like that because they already made up their mind. So that's what I'm saying. Edwards have a plan, and I'm pretty sure Hughes is also part of the plan, and Slot is part of the plan. They all have a plan. In the summer, we're going to see what the plan is. And we will see whether that plan is for Liverpool or not. It worked, right? So let's see how the new plan is. Edward 2.0. That's another thing. People are two-player FC. These clubs have seen superstars leave from Keegan to Gerrard to Bobby to Mane. LFC is England's biggest and most successful club. We always move on. Brother, you should tweet that every single day. They don't know. This new generation have not seen that Liverpool where Suarez bite people so that he can leave, but nobody said anything. I heard some people say, oh, but at least he signed a contract and made us some money. That is the player I don't even want to go there. Coutinho refused to play for Liverpool. We forgetting about that where he faked his back injury so that he can go to Brazil and play for the national team because he wanted to go to Barcelona that bad. But he made us 140 million. Of course, what do you think we were going to do? If you want to go and if they needed him, pay. So don't get me started. Edward is the CEO of football, not CEO of everything. No, he's just the CEO of FSG's football brand. So whatever the FSG football plans are, which is why I didn't know why people were losing their mind when they started talking to Malaga about possible purchasing that club. And everybody's like, well, you're going to purchase a club, but you can't pay for that. People, when you hear that, you should not be talking to people like that. I don't care who the person is. If somebody tells you, why are you looking at another club when you can't pay 3 players who, you should not have a debate with people like that. You should just keep walking. Keep walking because it's going to be a waste of time. What does it have to do with China, the price of tea in China? People don't understand that individual institutions has nothing to do with the other. This is what I'm trying to tell you, people. Do not waste your time listening to people who say stupid stuff just so that you could push like or you could sit there and listen to them. Liverpool buys, if let's just say FSG buys Malaga, it has no bearing on Liverpool because Liverpool is a different institution compared to any other endeavor that FSG has. They are not using LFC money to go buy Malaga. That does not make sense. They would have been breaching the FFP rule and the PSL rule and all those rules that are financial rules that they instituting now. If they were to do that, trust me, LFC will be bankrupt because they will fine us. We can spend money on anything. LFC makes their own money. Their money has nothing to do with what they're doing on the other side. Yeah, the optics makes it looks like that, but that's not it. The money that they offered these three guys, those three guys chooses not to sign. It has nothing to do with Malaga or whatever. Brighton wants 100 million for Baliba, same for Yao Pedro. Isak are linked with Javi Simmons for 60 million, 100% looking at etiquette. This etiquette thing has been it's been flying off lately. Every ManDem are saying that lately, man. That's what ManDem are saying. I've seen him, but again, it didn't work for him at PSG for some reason. We shall see. You know, a lot of fans like players like that. But personally, out of those two, Baliba, I won't be surprised. Brighton is going to make a pretty penny on that. They're really going to make a lot of money. But right now, out of the list that you made, Isak is the priority. Isak is that dude. Crazy, I am afraid I have some bad news. Arsenal are in talks with Nico Williams. Nothing. Who are they replacing? Are they going to sell? Who they selling for? Which side has Nico Williams? He plays on the left or on the right? But I think Liverpool, if Salah stays, you need somebody on the left because I believe one of them guys will leave, right? However, Nico Williams can play both sides of the field. Actually, he can play across the front three. And I think that kid is at the cusp of greatness. So him coming to Liverpool is a must. Arsenal is spending that money. They were going to go for Nico Williams to get Zubimendi, sadly. So they can't afford all three players. They can't afford, what's the name? Yekirich, or whatever his name is. Yekirich, right? Yekirich. They can't afford Yekirich, which is costing them about close to 60 to 75 million. And then buy Nico Williams, who will be about 50 million with his release clause. And then who's the other player they're looking at? Zubimendi, which is also another 50. So you're talking about they're spending close to 200 million. And they have problems in the defense that they have to fix because Calafiori is injury prone. Remember last summer, I used to tell people, Liverpool fans, don't get upset because we did not go for him. I told you about his injury history. And midfield, there's a possibility that they're going to lose Partey. Zubimendi and Partey are two separate players. If you lose Partey, you need to replace him with somebody like Baliba. Because otherwise, Zubimendi and what's the name? Odegaard. Yeah, it sounds good. You have Rice behind them. But it'll come a time where you need a closer. That's what Partey is. Yeah, it's sexy football between Rice, Zubimendi, and Odegaard. That would be sexy football. I'm not kidding. But you need a closer. None of them are closest. So, because then when you meet at midfield, like the PSG midfield, where all of them are hardworking and techie players, oh man, you're going to be run over. Question: people are hating on Trent, but love Suarez, who falls his way. I was saying Coutinho also remember Suarez, the error situation. Yep. I talked about that. I talked about that, brother. I've talked about that. Yeah. But their answer is, oh, well, they brought in money, though. That's what they'll tell you. It is so sad. You think FSU will pay for Isak? Yes. I mean, if I want to be cynical or I want to be talking like everybody, how everybody talks about FSG, we still have the 110 million that we're going to use for, what's that guy's name? Casedo. That will be the money that they can use to pay Isak. Liverpool, we are doing fine. We got money. It's not the money we gonna spend that I'm looking at. I'm looking at the plan, right? How we gonna be moving forward. The players that Liverpool gonna get is gonna let you know where Slot is going or where Edwards and FSG are taking us. I don't think it's about the money. They got money. They can buy whoever they want. Yes, we have a limit that we will spend, but they got the money. 100 million. Let's just say they sell one of the six attackers. Does it become 100 million? No. So let's say you sell one for 40 million. You could use that money and 60 million to go get Isak. Usually, it's not even the transfer fee, it's also the wages. That's what is the stumbling block, because Liverpool usually will not buy a player if the wages will break the wages structure of Liverpool. That is sometimes where is the sticky situation. So big up, Loss. Good to see you. Arsenal looks scary. Ooh. They will sell Martinelli, I think. Yeah, I think that'll be a mistake. If you're going to bring Nico Williams, keep Martinelli. And the good thing about Martinelli, he can play left or right. He's very good on the left. That's his best position. But he's adequate enough on the right side when you need him to substitute. If they sell him, they're making a mistake, especially if he goes to a rival. Oh, my God. He says, Zubimeni, in my opinion, is going Madrid. I feel Tchouameni will leave. Tchouameni. Yeah, I mean, Madrid was looking at him. Madrid is struggling with cash right now. Will they spend that money? Because I think they need to spend money on defense. So they're spending most of their money on wages. So you think they will spend the 50 million? Because they need center backs. All their center backs are injured. Long-term injuries that will affect them. So I don't know if midfield, maybe they will tell him stay one more year and come next year, because after next year he goes for free. That's Madrid new MO. You know, the big club, the best club in the world, the ones who get whoever they want, yet they getting every player on the free. Theo Hernandez might leave AC Milan for 65. I'm not too sold about him. Yeah, in the World Cup he played well, but I'm not a big fan of the Hernandez brothers. I'm not too hyped about them. The reason I am annoyed with the ownership at times is I just wanted to show more ambition in the transfer window. Get me a bad man, like go get Bayern, tell them here money, play. Well, people, I agree. Sometimes I think we are not proactive enough. But these days, football has changed. The way football operation is done these days have changed. It's not back in the day where you could just take a cash. Let's finish with this. Chelsea had to sell their own team to themselves because they're about to break the PSR rule and the FFP rule. They're already in trouble because there is an investigation for some stuff that Abraham did, right? They were in the red that they had to sell their women's team to themselves to clean the books. You say, how do you do it? Well, the people who owns Chelsea is different entities. And one of those entity bought the club into it. How does that make sense? It's just like how Elon Musk sold Twitter to himself, right? He sold X to AI, XAI or whatever they call it, because it's different investors. So football is not being run the way where one rich overhead spend one more money than everybody else. Nah, these days football ownership is conglomerate. Like the guy who owns AC Milan also owns is also part owner of FSG. So right now, let's say FSG is going and something will happen. That's what they do. They will sell it to him, and it still be under FSG, but it's under a different ownership. Instead of it being under John Henry, is under I forgot his name from. I think he's on Redbird. He owns Redbird, right? So that's what people are doing these days. That's the way they could maneuver around. Otherwise, the FFP rule will get everybody. Like right now, Barcelona is in trouble. You know, rumors are Gavi might move on. Right? Barcelona has not still caught up to the financial implication that they got him. He might move on. So yeah, man, those things of where one owner could come in and be like, oh, we need this player, go buy him. Nah, football is done. The way they have football run, and they have football run as a corporation where everybody has to be accountable for something. And your books are transparent to everybody to see. The problem, even if Madrid don't have money, they will get backed by the Spanish bank. But I see that one also have a limit. They can't do like they used to anymore. Hence the reason why Barcelona is struggling, because guess what? Barcelona, the whole Catalan would have given, the king of Catalan would have given them the money. But right now, you know, Spain, that's why La Liga is becoming a little bit more competitive, where the rest of the chasing pack are closing the gap. Back in the day, it would have been Barcelona, Madrid already. Them two would have been gone with Atletico chasing them. But now, because the way the financial rules have set, they are not the only two teams who have all the money anymore. They are slowly catching up to what EPL is doing. And if they were smart, they would have done the way EPL is doing, and La Liga would have been the best league by far. But because they are so stuck on the past, only Madrid and Barcelona, the two big clubs, and everybody else go get your own, that's why it affects them so much. Madrid, the way they do this is they leverage their brand. Hence the reason why players wait till they get a contract and then they go over there. Madrid's brand is the biggest brand there is in football. So they can leverage that. If you want to come to Madrid, wait till your contract runs out and then come in, because they don't have the cash where back in the day, like you said, they used to go over there and the king of Spain would just give them free access to a blank check. No, now they have a limit on what they spend, and they also spend a lot of money on that stadium, right? So, hey, you got to balance the books. That's why for the last 5 years, Madrid has been only getting free players. The only reason why it is a la Madrid is because of the brand. It's not the Madrid that everybody, oh, we're going to get Galacticos, and then they spend 60, 80, 100 million on players. Those days are over. So exactly, Kwesi, that is the more proactive. Also, thank God we didn't sign Mount because it's long. Sometimes I know, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes we just have to let these people run the club. They just have to run the club. And we all wanted players. But sometimes we just have to let them run the club. And A lot of the decision they've made is good, right? It's really, really, really good. I said, what soon FIFA or UEFA will change the rules again, so Chelsea don't have them loopholes anymore. They already did with the Yep. Actually, that contract thing I think ends this year. Starting this summer, you can't give people 7 years, 8 years, 10-year contract anymore. I think the longest you can give is 5. It's already started. Because at first I thought it was supposed to stop last summer or this January, but Chelsea did another contract where they gave somebody 7 years. So I believe that hence the reason why they had to sell one of their women's team to themselves to offset the books. So the Premier League will introduce semi-automated offside technology on Saturday. Bro, the season is over. The season is over. Why are you gonna deny introduce something that is being used long time ago? EPL sometimes, man, they think I'm not even gonna say the season is over. What, the last 7 games? That's when you're gonna introduce something that everybody already know how it works. And then what happens if it doesn't work? Then you're gonna have a lot of people angry and all that kind of foolishness. At this point, why don't you just wait till next season? It's better yet, why don't you just introduce it in the FA Cup semifinals and the FA Cup final and we move on? You waited till the end of the season. This thing was supposed to be started in September. Then they move it to October. Then they say January. Now, come on now. Premier League is always late to the party. Every single time. They are worse than an African going to a party, man. Or should I say African on the sometime. You tell them show up at 3 o'clock, they show up at 6. Then African people time, and I tell you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big up to ManDem in the building. Thank you so much for rocking with your boy. Appreciate you, guy. Long time no see. I'm back. We're gonna be talking about it. I might drop a video for today's match. It'll just be a reaction video to the match, depending on how we play. If we play well, I'll let it go. If we don't and we don't win, I have a problem. Question: why do we hear on the field decision in the cup games, but not? I think that's something they're introducing. I like it because then you put the refs on accountable. Big up to Jerry. Big up to Jerry. Jerry's in the building, man. Good to see you, brother. Charlie, we need to link up soon, man. I went back to the motherland. I got some awache. The sauces were saucing. Big up to Jerry, man. Good to see you, brother. Hey, Cedric, what you doing, man? Good to see you. Please, big up, man. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Thank you for joining us, man. Appreciate you so much. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to see you. Man, I miss all of you people, man. I miss all of you people. But it was a break, much needed break. Like I said, going back to the motherland was healing. When you touch the soil, the food is different. It was hot as hell, the humidity, but it was good though. It was good for my skin. It's always good for my skin because one thing that I realized was, when I cut my hair or I get a haircut, I itch a lot. I don't know why. I think I get dry scalp. So, but when I got there, the humidity must be good for dry skins because I didn't itch one time. So big up to ManDem. 5 more wins and the Prem is coming back to Anfield. I'm going to steal something from Unc Sheshe. He's a KFC, UFC, LFC in 5. We need that 5 wins, people. We need that 5 wins. That's all we need. We need that 5 wins, man. I don't want to say, oh, we get a draw today. We just have to win the next 5. No. Win all 5 and then draw whenever you want. You could draw against Arsenal. You could draw against who? Chelsea. I don't care. But before we get there, We need that dub. We need those 3 points. We need those 3 points. Shannon saying random stuff and Lakers in 5. Man, that guy got bars, man. Ong Shea got bars. You know, I'm telling you. That's why we should be doing the rivals. LFC in 5. Oh, man. Big up to ManDem. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you joining. We're going to be checking up with you later. Please enjoy your week. For some of you guys, your week, I mean, your day is about to start. For some of us, day is almost over. Enjoy your week. Enjoy the match. Liverpool, 3 points. That's all it matters. Big up to Jerry for coming through. Big up to Honesty, Irishman. K Marcos in the building. I mean, Cedric in the building. Abdul Aziz Hag is in the house. Jimmy Starr was here. I mean, Nelante was in the building. Good to see you. Charlie Fauzi was in the house. Oh, man. Ale was here. Telling you, man. Juve Cornercast was here also. Isaac the Gooner was in the building. Isaac, we want our money, man, because we're going to be celebrating in May. We got a barbecue to have. Big up, man. Big up to all of you guys. If I miss your name, I apologize. But please hit the like button, share, subscribe. And if you're going to watch it later, please do comment. I want to know what you agree and what you disagree, especially with my lineup. So, Crazy Bold. Hey.